G'day guys, Q here from Q's Hunting and Outdoors NZ. Today I've come back down to the Nelson Lakes. I'm going to head into Lake Angelus for 2 nights. This is not a hunting trip, it's a camera hunting trip. Because this area was covered in 1080 back in May, so you cannot take any meat out of here at the moment. Got an hour up to the bush edge, and then all the way along the Robert Ridge. It's going to be cold tonight, but the next 2 days are going to be fantastic. Just breaking the tree line. Holy moly, it's been a battle to get up here. An hour and 10 minutes. And you're walking uphill straight from the car, no warm up. This climb is as bad as I remember. They don't call it the pinch cut for nothing. They obviously moved this track. 15 years ago, when you got to here, or to the bush line, you came to a little shelter, bush edge shelter, but it's not here. And this isn't how I remember it. But then 15 years is a long time. Fabulous views of the lake today. Just stunning. Bit of a wind coming off the lake though. So that 1 hour, 10 minutes it's taken me to get to the bush line. It used to take me an hour 15 years ago. So I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't done a lot of tramping lately, a lot of day walks, but that's about it. And I haven't done a climb like that since I went up to Parachute Rocks last summer chasing chamois. The wind's viciously cold. Might be a bluebird day, you know, but yeah, it's just the wind. Hopefully you can hear that whistling. These are the old whistling posts from when there was a ski field up here. It meant you could find your way in the fog or the dark or whatever. It's a genius idea. Just a metal pole with holes in it. Just looking down towards the old Mount Robert ski field buildings. They've been repurposed and you can now hire these out. Hard to imagine that this used to be a ski field. I mean, this is August and you can see how much snow there isn't. Back in the 70s this was a very popular ski field. There's been quite a few search and rescues up here over the years, and that's why these signs are up here. This is in the tourist book. A lot of tourists come up here. It's part of that. It's a side trip off the Tiaroa in summer, but this is not to be taken lightly in winter. Well, this time of year I'd expect that tarn to be completely frozen. As you can see, the middle part of it is not frozen at all, just frozen around the edges. Amazing. Well guys, we just got to get up to there and then we drop down into the basin where the hut is. It'll be much colder in there. The tarns up here are not frozen. Talked to a party that were heading out, they'd been in last night. They said the main lake at the hut is frozen still. But we're well out of the wind now. Once we left the first sort of couple of basins, we got out of the wind and it wasn't too bad. Certainly not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Legs are feeling it. It's been quite a while since I've done anything like this. It's been 15 years since I was up here, at least, I think, from memory, especially in winter. But anyway, we'll carry on. These are known as vegetable sheep. They grow all over the high country in the South Island. Very prolific in places. Not as many up here, but there are a few. And this is the 4th basin we're looking down into. It's the last basin before the hut. That tarn is also not completely frozen. Amazing. Right down the bottom, you're looking up the Traverse Valley. Hey guys, we're about 15 minutes from the hut. On the speargrass saddle at the moment. From here you can still get cell phone coverage. 20 years ago you could, with the old blue Nokia rubberized phones, and it appears today you still can. And no, I'm not connected to the satellite service because my network Doesn't provide that yet, not till next year. There you go guys, there's the hut at Lake Angelus. This is not the first hut, it's not the second hut, it's the third one here. This one's 28 bunks. I'll take some pictures tomorrow. I'm here for the day. I'm just going to potter around and explore the area, do a bit of glassing, and then when I get back and I post this video, I will actually put up a picture of this hut and a picture of the previous one, so you can see the difference. Just hope there's water there. I'm going to go down and break the lake. This lake's frozen. As you can see, I'm rugged up again today. Not feeling the best this morning. Legs are really feeling it after yesterday. Feel like I might have a cold coming, but who knows? We'll find out tonight. So rather than spend another night here and get really cold again, we'll head out and go home and warm up by the fire. There is a fire here at the hut, but it didn't really take the chill off the room. That's the speargrass route down there. Speargrass is the better option if the weather turns nasty, because once you get into the valley you're pretty sheltered. We're going up there, then we have one down climb that's a little bit sketchy, not really bad, but certainly needs to be taken with caution. Climbing up it yesterday, it was still quite icy, even late afternoon. The sun didn't hit it, that face at all. Once we got across that down climb, there's no more dangerous parts all the way out. Still lots of boulder fields to cross, and there is the option of taking that ridge over there all the way down and dropping down into Speargrass that way. If you want to hunt, that's certainly the way to go. But it's good to be able to look at the country over beyond Speargrass, the high country beyond there. There are open tops over there, so there will be animals, and one day we'll come back, maybe in the spring, and do another trip over there. Our route's going to take us across that face, all the way across that face, not through that small saddle, but to that bigger one to the left, that one there. Well, we're going up through that saddle there, then drop down the other side. Now, the wind's still here, still nasty, but we're on top of the world. As you can see, these vegetable sheep grow everywhere. There's one there, there's one there, bigger ones there. So I thought I was going to have the place to myself yesterday, but then I met that family of five, oh not a family, but a party of 5 on the way up. And then we had another guest arrive just on dark, a Slovakian that came in. They've all gone down Speargrass today. I've come back down the ridge, but I've seen nobody going in today, so today would have been the day. You'd have the hut all to yourself tonight. So maybe I should have stayed. So I've seen no game on this trip, but then I didn't really expect to. This is such a well-used track that game would probably keep well away from here. But I've managed to scout some areas that I want to check out towards the end of summer to look for deer. So that's a good start. That's one of the objectives of this trip, was to look at some new areas, get some elevation and look down on some new areas. They do look quite promising, so fingers crossed. So that was a faux pas, guys. Managed to disconnect the map. Managed to disconnect the microphone when we was on Flagtop. I wanted to take some video footage from up there, but it was way too windy and cold to stand around and try and get it reconnected. I've come down behind this rock here out of the wind for a few minutes. And we're going to carry on. We're going round the top of the basin now from the old Mount Robert ski field, and then drop down to relax shelter, have one last lunch break, and then an hour to the car. The sky's turned decidedly black. I did manage to get an updated weather forecast this morning from on top of the speargrass saddle, the first place you can get reception above Lake Angelus. And yeah, it's definitely turning the weather, so I'm just glad I've made the decision to pull the pin today. I could have gone down speargrass tomorrow, but I probably would have got wet. Okay guys, the slopes in front of me were the old ski field runs. I can remember the nutcracker tow ropes still being here, but they were taken out a few years ago and taken to Rainbow. I'm not going to hang around here, it's really cold in the wind. I know I keep saying that, but I need to reiterate that this place can be very dangerous in winter. So that's it guys, just 45 minutes back to the car. The weather has turned funny, earlier than expected. It wasn't supposed to do anything like this until at least Thursday, but this has come in 2 days early. I was going to do some filming at the relaxed shelter, but unfortunately there was a big school group there heading into the Mount Robert to stay at the old ski field lodges. I had a good chat with the boys and girls there, and they're heading down to Speargrass. They're not going all the way to Angelus, which given the weather is probably just as well. But they are going to be camping out tonight, and they were supposed to be doing ice axe and crampon stuff, but there's just no snow up here. Just looking down on St Arnaud at the head of Lake Rotoiti. And if I pan round, you'll see the start of the Bulla River. The Bulla starts from the lake here, and heads out down that valley all the way to the west coast. Almost back at the car, so I'm going to wrap up the video here. As you can see, the bellbirds are still singing, just like they were yesterday morning when we headed in. It's a shame about the weather coming in early, but you can't do much about it, and it's always pays to be safe in the mountains. There have been several rescues from that ridge. There's even been people die up there, so you always need to be cautious. I just want to say, for those of you that have watched till the end, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. It's the viewers and the thumbs up that make me want to carry on doing what I'm doing. So this wasn't a hunting video, but the idea was to look over to some new country from up high with a view to hunting in the future.